Right there.
I know exactly where he stopped, and they headed straight south, probably to that bush over there.
Oh, look at all the blood.
Yeah. That rock pile, there's 3 of them there. The middle one is where they went. And then they turned and went south.
Oh, there.
Bush.
Prairie Pursuit is brought to you by Bushnell, BL & Sons Construction, Capital Auto Group, Real Estate Center, North Pro Sports, Canadian Dent, Black Rock Automation, Good To Go Rentals, JB's Sausage Maker Supplies, Customize car, truck, powersport, marine audio accessories.
For this year's whitetail deer hunt, I'm using Savage's Model 111 300 Winchester Mag, which is a fantastic rifle to hunt with. We've got it set up with Bushnell's new line of Engage optics. They're multi-coated optics that help keep fog, debris, smudges, and water off the lenses so that you can see. It's also got the new Butler Creek line of slings, which makes it super easy and comfortable to carry. Can't wait to get out there. So on today's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit, we're heading into southern Saskatchewan for the 2017 whitetail rifle hunt. We're in pursuit of my son Jacob's very first whitetail buck. So today was Jacob's very first day of whitetail deer hunting with the rifle. So he was pretty excited to get out.
I've been hunting since I was really little, like 3 or 4 or 5 years old.
Good morning, Greg.
Jacob, how exciting is this? Opening day whitetail season, and you get to go hunting with your 2 grandpas.
That's awesome. For my hunting skills, I wouldn't rate mine at 100% for sure. I probably would rate it at like 40, maybe 50% because I'm still learning all the different ways and skills that I need to be a good hunter.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem seeing deer, but we may have a problem finding a monster one, but that's not, I'm not going for a monster, I'm just going for a deer. I had to go with my 2 grandpas, and if I get one, that would be so awesome.
We've got our crew set up. We've got Mike and Greg and Dennis and Dad and Jacob. Jacob's out for his very first whitetail hunt. He's got his 2 grandpas along, which is pretty special. A couple of my hunting buddies, and we got Kane along too, Mike's boy, who won't join us for the day.
Good luck. Crew, good luck. Shoot straight. We'll have a couple bucks in the truck when you get back to you.
All right. Good luck, Jacob.
Yeah, there's another fence line coming up here right away. So yeah, I have seen the deer move lots right through here. So we've got a pretty serious wind as expected this morning, and we're just spreading out along the south side of where the deer are feeding. And once we get set up, the wind is actually going to work really good in our favor. It's a pretty good hike in here with the snow. There were some drifts and then there was nothing, and tough walk, but we're set up good now, so hopefully we'll catch something coming back in. Yeah. Right on time, right on cue. The deer were moving back in, and we saw several mule deer. Lost count, we saw so many, 5 different whitetail, does and fawns, and 1 small buck. I saw one moving over there.
I'm looking at something there. That's a pretty cool buck.
None of them were anything that we were really interested in pursuing, so we're just gonna make our way back, see how the other guys make out. We saw Mike waving us over, and he had a pretty good idea as to where a buck was hanging out and thought that would be a good one for Jacob to take.
Let's get a little further up. Can you see him?
What if we went down to the
Yeah, we can.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot. Oh, buddy, boy.
I guess it's always a team effort, but Jacob did it. He pulled together and he got his very first white-tailed deer, a beautiful buck, a bigger buck than I ever shot when I was his age, for sure.
That's pretty sweet first deer, Jacob.
It's my first deer. What do you think?
I got him right there. Exactly where I aimed. After this whitetail hunt, I feel more confident in myself that I can be that hunter that I've always wanted to be since I was really like five years old, and me feeling like I can do this with the people I love being around, like my dad and my grandpas and my dad's friends.
We worked hard for the rest of the day to try and find something else for somebody else who was long and had a tag in their pocket. It didn't come through, but overall, an incredible day.
Well, this year is my first year whitetail hunting after I got my license and hunter safety done.
For our rifle hunt this week, I really wanted to see Jacob get his first deer. That was #1 priority.
When we got home from the hunt and we got back in my garage, we skinned them, and I kind of knew what I was doing this time. It was pretty exciting to know that I got a deer and I got meat in the freezer for my family to eat for this year.
All right, hitting the road on day 2 with the GMC all-terrain from Capital. It's a pretty beautiful truck. Tons of leg room for me, for the guys in the back. Looking forward to being out there for the day.
This morning, I decided to head to an area where I got to shoot my first deer when I was 12 years old. We're just gonna do some scouting first thing here, some glassing, and hit some areas where we know there's typically lots of whitetail hanging out in. I wanted to go and hang out there today with Dad and Greg and just hope for the best. I know Dad wasn't gonna be too picky today. All right, well, we've been scouting out the area. We've been seeing actually quite a few whitetail deer, and just walking through some areas where we've seen some fresh tracks.
Dad, do you want a single horn buck? He's only got one antler and it's a little fork on one side. He's standing right in here. There he goes. He's gonna go out the far side. He's out.
Fresh tracks walking into this bush. It's a miserable bush. Everything's blown down. But good chance this time of year that there's a buck in there too, if there's 2 does. So it was about -18, 19 with 30, 40K winds, and would put it to about -27 or 28. So it was a cold day for deer hunting and hiking. And a lot of fun just being out there and trying. I don't think we're going to head back to where we were this morning just because of the lack of bucks. So I'll make some phone calls tonight. We'll see what the guys would like to do for a plan. I'll let them know what we saw at the end of the day, and we might end up back in the morning, right back where we finished the day off today. Day 3 of our hunt was just Mike and I heading out east. We were going to a different area of the province actually for the 3rd day in a row. And I had never actually been there before, and so I was a little bit skeptical, but trusted Mike to get us onto some deer. Did you see him? He's coming right to us. Mule deer. He's right here. From a distance, it looked like a whitetail. It's a mule deer. It's a mule deer buck. We had a lot of action. We were on probably one of the biggest whitetail deer that I'd ever seen. I don't got my sticks. I gotta back up. Or where do I go? I got nothing, Mike. I got no hold. It's too bad. He was a really nice buck. He ended up getting away on us. We never did get another chance at him. So we've seen a couple moves. We've seen a number of bucks. The bucks seem to be really doing what we expect them to be doing. And Mike's calling me right now. I gotta go. It was really disappointing. You know, it was, hindsight, I think we would have done a lot of different things to try and get that deer. It just didn't work out, and we never got the second chance. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of hiking. We covered a lot of different ground. We tried to find that deer again later on, and it just didn't happen. So it definitely would be in the top whitetail deer that I would have taken in my life. So the morning of day 4, we headed back to the same area where we had a chance at that big buck from the day before. I guess in hopes to come across him again, maybe get a second chance. But we didn't come across the deer, but we came across a lot of different hunters. I think word was out that perhaps this deer was in the area. And there were a pile of guys out in that, quarter section of land. It reminded me, I guess, the opportunity that we did have, and pretty neat that we did have a chance to actually see that deer, even though he did get away on us.
Little buck ran into there, just a little spiker. But that truck was parked dead center in the middle here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Coyote came out.
Right there. Dad's always so much fun to hunt with. It really doesn't matter what size of a buck or a deer that he gets.
Blood trailer?
Yeah, I walked up to where he was running, and I hit him, and he went shoo, and made a left-hand turn.
Put it into. Did you find a blood trail? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bloodtail going into a big willow patch or a cattail patch.
Are we going to be able to try and track this other guy?
I think so. The big guy, I know exactly where he stopped, and they headed straight south, probably to that bush over there.
Oh, look at all the blood.
I'm always so excited to see that when he actually gets something, and you can see that excitement again today. Okay, well we heard a shot, and it turns out it was Dad. He's got on a pretty good blood trail right now, and is walking into where he saw the buck go. So hopefully that buck is down, and we can get him. Here we go. Let's go check it out.
He didn't go far.
No, he sure didn't.
Great little buck.
Yeah.
Love it when a pine comes in.
I don't know. It was pretty special to see.
Right on. Good stuff.
Gregory?
Congrats.
A monster 3x3.
It's not about the size of the antlers or the score of it. It's that experience that always is a reminder to me what it's all about and what we're doing out there.
So, he's a nice deer. Put some meat in the freezer. Gets the adrenaline running on an old guy. Not hurting anymore.
Congrats, Dad.
Thanks, Greg.
I betcha.
Thanks for everything. This has been
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished,
today.
yeah.
Brand new area that we're hunting, and yeah, we got lots of guys out today, and just having a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day. We were minus 28 2 days ago. Unbelievably, we're into the plus side of temperatures today. We got Dad his 2017 buck. Right on. All right, let's clean him up and carry on.
Go see if we can find the other one.
Dad actually did see a bigger deer, so he knew he had made a good shot on his deer, and then this larger buck came out.
That rock pile, there's 3 of them there. The middle one is where they went. and then they turned and went south.
We had a pretty good idea as to where this buck went.
Oh, he's going. He's still going.
Incredibly, he won. He somehow that buck got away.
And I was sure I heard hits. Like I was sure it sounded, but there's no blood anywhere, and this deer is just going. Well, his tracks should go down here.
Mike went over that way, thinking that he would keep going.
So do you think you got his tracks here?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the same tracks as what you guys put us on.
Yeah. Okay.
Every one of us did have an opportunity to, along the way try and get a shot at this deer. We were a little bit frustrated at the time, but quickly looking back at it, a little bit of a laugh at each other as to what happened and how that buck was very lucky to get away today.
Thanks. What's up, Rock? Buddy, safe travels home. What's that? Thanks for everything. Thanks, yeah, no worries. Safe travels home. Yeah. Yeah.
My dad has done so much for me this year for hunting that it was time for me to almost give back and help him do exactly the same thing that he did for me.
5 deer came out, but they were all mule deer. With one buck. Had it been a whitetail, it would have been picture perfect had I made the shot.
I'm gonna turn it into a whitetail. I can't. This stuff's older.
My dad was like, oh, look at all the deer poop along the side. And then I saw really, really, really light brown stuff.
Oh, these ones.
It's pretty common that we talk about how deer poop looks like chocolate-covered raisins. So I sprinkled a few on the ground. He picked up on it pretty quick.
You try it. No, just try it. You try it.
And I squished it, and my dad checked me. It was chocolate-covered raisins.
You put those there. You put them there, you stinker.
I knew it wasn't deer poop because it was really light brown, so we were picking it off the ground and eating it.
They are actually raisins.
Okay, supper tonight is going to be a little taste of our September waterfowl hunt and some spices from JB's. It's their Saskatchewan steak seasoning.
No.
Now that we've finished our week of whitetail hunting, it's time to turn Jacob's first whitetail deer into some sausage. We might be in business here. So after the hunt, and it's time to process some meat, get down to JB Sausage Supply. They've got all the gear and spices you need to get the job done. We had a great time. We got Jacob his deer, we got Dad his deer. Really happy with the way things went out.
I'm learning all the different ways and skills that I need to be respectful to all the animals that you can see and country and land that is provided for you to figure out how to harvest that animal that you've been waiting for a long time.
So I don't take the van out very often. The one time I do to get some supplies for a hunting trip, sure enough, door ding. Time to get to Canadian Dent so they can get this done quick, and maybe she won't even notice. A huge thanks to Jay at Customize here in Regina for doing the wrap on the truck and all the deckling for all the sponsors. Amazing attention to detail, whether you have a new vehicle or an old vehicle. Go see Jay at Customize for all your vehicle accessories inside and out. Jay's got us set up with a Kenwood Apple CarPlay system. It's got DVD and navigation and everything that we need to help the road trip a little bit more enjoyable.
Prairie Pursuit is brought to you by Bushnell, BL & Sons Construction, Capital Auto Group, Real Estate Center, North Pro Sports, Canadian Dent, Black Rock Automation, Good To Go Rentals, JB's Sausage Maker Supplies, Customize, car, truck, powersport, marine audio accessories.